Welcome back to the channel, you Kookz. Today we're reviewing another 12 volt fridge. This is a front loading Bodega R50. I believe it's about a 35 liter refrigerator. And we're going to get right into it and see what it's all about. This is the Bodega R50. It's a 34 liter, 1.2 cubic foot front loading 12 volt refrigerator. It only comes with the 12 volt. Sometimes these refrigerators, like the truck fridge, comes with a AC outlet as well. But this is only 12 volt. I got it hooked up to my Rock Pals battery now, getting it cool. It's pulling about 45, 50 watts. It's rated for 60 watts. And right out of the box, I just pulled this out of the box about 30 minutes ago, and I've been messing with it. The one thing I really like right off the bat is this door actually has the capability to open from either side. So that's kind of cool. Like if you're in the van and you're approaching the fridge from this side, you can get in, or if you're coming in from this side, you can get in. So it'll really work in any application that if you're looking for a medium-sized front-loading fridge in the 35-40 liter range. This unit seems actually really nice. I have it running now on the battery, and you can hear the compressor. You can also hear the battery kick on and off, because once it gets up to about 50-ish watts, the fan will turn on. But I can overlay a shot here of just the compressor running so you can hear how quiet it is. So yeah, it's a pretty quiet compressor. I'm really impressed with how quiet it is. It seems very well made. So I just want to go over it real quick. It has a small little freezer up here on the top, and that's enough to fit a few items, some meats and some frozen fruits or whatever you're going for. You will have to note that the freezer is a little bit smaller because all the compressors and the parts are up here on the top. But yeah, it's got that nice small freezer. It's got these removable shelves so you can kind of adjust it to your needs. It's got, get in there. It's got a nice little veggie compartment or something like that down here. It's got a little drain plug in the back. It's got all these removable shelving so they all just slide out and they can move wherever you want to put them. So it's very customizable, and it's great for like a 1 or 2 person fridge. I have a 60 liter fridge, but this would probably be good for 1 person. I don't know how much more you would need. 2 people might need something a little larger, but this thing is pretty cool. Another cool thing is it has this app, so we can connect to the app here. And it's just a generic car refrigerator app, but you can set all the temps from the app. Something I really like about the app is it's way easier to go through and set all the settings up. So this refrigerator has the battery protection mode. It has a low, medium, and high. So high being high protection, low being low protection. And you can set all your parameters inside the app right here on the battery protect. So if you're running off your car directly off your starting battery, you probably would want it on a high protection mode. So I click it over and it goes right to, and then you can set all the temperature and everything. So you got refrigerator or freezer here. So I can set the fridge temp right inside the app. It shows what it's at now and what I want it to be at. So I can just set it to 34. It'll go to 34. And it's at 70 now. I've just powered it up, but it's going to get there. But yeah, the app's kind of nice to just kind of set all your parameters right off the bat. You can come in and click and set the settings here. So you can come in and set the fridge, and then you can set the freezer just by hitting that settings toggle button and go back and forth. So I set it to 32, and let's set our freezer down to -4, and I think it's already fairly cold in there. Another thing also, I believe this comes out, so you can pull this out, and that's kind of nice because the truck fridge we have, it builds up a lot of condensation on this. So being able to remove this is actually awesome. You could remove this, and you could probably just power the whole thing on freezer mode like that. You might use way more power, but I like how this comes out for an easy cleanup, and then it just slides right back into place. But you could also pull it out, turn the freezer mode off, and then you could just have a much larger refrigerator here. Let's see if this shelf even fits up there. So yeah, you could even just have a larger refrigerator and go without the freezer. So it is a dual zone, dual controlled unit. But yeah, you could go ahead and opt out and not have a freezer and then make it bigger, and then you got a lot more space. If you're not using the freezer, that's a lot. You can utilize the entire 1.2 cubic feet here. So it's a really actually nice fridge for the price. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to really beat this unit. The only thing is it's just a little bit smaller, so depending on your van, depending on your RV, you might need something bigger. But if it's just a single person, you could just use this. And I could go into more depth on this later, because we're going to maybe install this in a van build coming up, because this is perfect for just a weekend van or a single person. Like the last van we built had a fridge about this big, and we just met up with the woman and she says it was perfect. So perfect for one person, I would say. Yes, true. Two people, it's going to be tight. And then I'll just go over, we've been powering it on the Rock Pals 500 watt unit. I think it's a 534 watt hour unit. We've been powering on that. It hasn't really gone over 50 watts. It's rated for 60, but it's kind of floated around the 50 range. Just to note a few things I really like about it, it's very quiet. Compared to some other fridges we've reviewed, it's very quiet. We can turn the compressor off and on so you can hear that when it turns on. So that was a very quiet turn off, power down, and now it's turning on. You can hear it kick on, and it'll intermittently kick on while you're in the van. So I'm just showing you this so you know how loud it is when it kicks back on. I don't have a decibel measure or anything like that, so we can just go off of this. I do have a nice shotgun mic on the camera, so we can use that. Pretty quiet, as you just heard. Some of those other ones I was reviewing a few weeks ago, man, they like kicked on and like almost shook the unit. But yeah, it's really nice. I could just kind of show you the back. Here, I'll get a close in, but it's got some nice components. It's got a nice little compressor here, and it just looks pretty well built. Like, I definitely am going to Kookz certify this unit, and I'm probably going to use it here upcoming in a van build. So just a few features I really like is that double door. That's really cool. The app is nice. It makes things handy. And it is nice. You could just make it one large refrigerator if you needed more space. So that is the Bodega R50 35 liter 1.2 cubic foot 12 volt refrigerator. So if you're checking this thing out, I recommend it. I know it's cheaper than other units out there, and it seems very nice. This is just kind of a first impression. We can later on maybe go more into depth when we install this into a project, but for now I'm going to leave it there. And thanks for watching, you Kookz. Like and subscribe. I got all the product links in the description for everything I've used. Well, got it off the table there a bit. But yeah, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon for some more kooky reviews. See ya.